Welcome everyone. Welcome to another stream. Welcome to the first official Wargaming's tournament stream on my channel here. And today I'm going to follow EG with you. And we are already quite late. We are not late. We are not too late, but the games are going to start in just a very short time, only 20 seconds to go. Yeah, as said already, we are following EG today. And yeah, we are seeing the usual team by EG here. I don't know all those names, to be honest. They seem to have made some name changes there. Yeah, as we all know, people really like to do that in World of Tanks Blitz to confuse any streamers and any possible spectators. All right, first game is against Rinky here. And we are playing, or we are seeing Altenstadt. Now we also have the game sound. Okay. Okay, we do have one IS-4, triple Kranwagen, and one M60, one Mouse, and a Vickers Light on the side of EG. While on the side of Rinky, we do have one 50B, E100, double Kran, Mouse, double T125. No mediums or lights on the field for Rinky here. That means Rinky is probably going to have some, yeah, they do have like not the biggest hit point advantage. Both teams heading towards the C area here, which is basically the heavy side. And Rinky already going super aggressive with their 50B, instantly capping off the base. And they will not get decapped for that. The shot flying in from Hollow Purple there, but not connecting. EG not getting spotted here. We are seeing an awesome bait here. These guys just chilling and just waiting for Rinky to maybe make a mistake. They are waiting. They're waiting. Maybe Rinky is going to push in. Then the Kran and the M60 will just drop out of there and just delete one tank, or almost delete one tank, with their clipping potential of what is it? 2,100 hit points. But yeah, the Kran does not have the fastest interclip. At the same time, while this is a bit of a stalemate here, standoff in the city side, EG just used their mobility advantage to cap off A with the Vickers Light, covered by double Krans, and they are getting some big map control now, which is a huge thing for EG here, as they can just flank around the whole map. If you're seeing the mini-map at this point, you're seeing that EG is just circling the whole Rinky team, and Rinky will soon have some big issues, some big problems with their with getting crossfired there, as they will have double Krans behind them, one Vickers behind them. Although these double Krans here, they have to be a little bit careful, because if they get too aggressive, they are quite separated from their teammates, and Rinky might just decide to counter push them. But as it seems, Rinky is not even trying to really go for them. It would have been the best option for them probably to just go for the Krans. Also, no, the Kran on this side and the M60 now got spotted. Maybe not the M60, but now EG has Rinky in the pocket. And Rinky would have to decide, theoretically, to push either one side or the other to get out of this and get some map control back. Yeah, it doesn't really look like it. It does not really look like Rinky is sure about what they could do, because, yeah, the Krans are quite frightening, to be honest. The Vickers here is safe, as he is fast enough to run away. Now they are deciding, maybe, no. Okay, looked like it for a second. The 50B getting a little bit more aggressive on this side here, yet not going in. T125 and an AMX 50B. If they are 2 against 2, they will have a bad time. I believe the M60 here is still unspotted. Now he's pushing out. Now he got spotted. He might have been unspotted until now. And Rinky is going for a move through the middle area here, trying to focus out the IS-4. And yeah, they will be successful doing that, but they will get punished heavily from all the sides. And the first one, Senna Ghost, is out of the fight. But also the IS-4 on the side of EG is dead now. But the E100 also not really healthy anymore. And yeah, 3 guns down for the Rinky team already. It's really not looking good for them. They just basically pushed into the middle here of the EG team and just get pincered from all the different sides. 6 here still going down, but it is a point win for EG with triple cap already. Oh, wow. Okay, that was some clear battle domination here by the EG team, just taking the whole map. And also just, yeah, taking all the caps in the end. Really not leaving any room to the Rinky team. Yeah, well done here to EG. Well done to EG. That means it is a 0-1 for EG now. Okay. Okay, I guess we can get back to the desktop. And let's see what teams I'm going to pick this time. We still have a minute left, so we have some time to prepare for the next game. Only 2 crowns on the field for Rinky here. 1 T125, triple IS-4 and a mouse. That looks pretty much like NA meta. Yet it is on EU server, I promise you. And on the EG side, we do have double M60, triple M60 actually, 1 T125, light, Vickers light tank again, and double Kran. That is some good combination here on the side of EG. On the previous games, they already showed that, yeah, a lot of autoloaders and a lot of auto reloads are really doing well at the moment, as they are just awesome for just passively holding at the start, then slowly getting the map control and just pincering the enemies by having a lot of hit points on the field. Also, if anyone is pushing into them, then yeah, it's probably not going to end well, as there are a lot of clippers close to each other and they can all support each other with the clip. Even if one guy gets pushed onto and doesn't have the chance to get back and doesn't survive for long, he will still put out a whole clip. Most likely, if he pens his shots, he will not die with only 1 shot, and that's a big difference if you compare the autoloaders to the single shotguns. And yeah, as the autoloaders at the moment are not only weak tanks anymore, as we do have the Kran, the M60, they do have a lot of armor, and they do have a lot of hit points, and they do have a lot of shells in their clip. Alright, we are seeing EG here mostly going towards A. That is actually some old tactic here, some very well-known stuff by many teams. Going for A directly and just holding passively behind B here with his Kranwagen, because he can just peek out and decap B if the mouse and the IS-4 are going to get into B. The M60 here doing some interesting move, flanking behind the enemies, but he's getting proxy spotted. He should have maybe just kept a little bit more of a distance here to the IS-4 and the mouse, so he would have surprised them from behind without Rinky having any information. But now he's in a bit of a tricky situation here, because of course there are some guns to cover him. Yet if Rinky is decisive enough, they could possibly just kill this M60 very quickly. Also this Kran. Okay, the Krans here and the T125 are just supporting each other. But at the same time, this M60 is really separated. He's really aggressive over here. Yeah. Okay, he's well aware of that. He does move back already. But Rinky did not find, or did not see this opportunity here. Cap advantage on the side of EG still, and Rinky just pushing into B, getting a little bit more aggressive with the IS-4 there. That's actually some really clever move. This IS-4 is just going more aggressive in order to punish Elysium whenever he is going to peek out and trying some decapping shots. So now The mouse, the IS-4, got the cap. Rinky does have double caps now against only one cap on the side of EG. And EG trying again to get into the back of the Rinky team here, as they are going now with double M6 show behind the IS-4s, but there are a lot of Rinky tanks on the field on this side. Does not seem to be too promising for the EG guys to push in here. Also, the Vickers has to be super careful, yet he is not really contested here. He can play around as much as he wants to, and he can put in some nice side shots into the Rinky team. That is not really, which is not really prepared for that. Maybe they should just send one tank to contest the Vickers and push him out of this corner to not have this crossfire all the time. But EG is going for a move. EG is deciding to push into the mouse and punish them heavily. That's the strength of these Clippers here. Just deleting one tank in no time, but these M6Us have super bad DPM. Anya, we will see if he's even able to reload his clip before getting taken out. No, does not look like it. Wow, what a miss. What a miss. He's not going to be happy about that. That was a free kill on Anya, and the shot just missed. That means we still have 2 guns, 3 guns now, advantage to the EG team. Killing the M6 would have maybe been a nice thing for the Rinky team, yet again EG went for some far better map control with holding the spawn and circling around the whole map without really putting themselves at too great risks here. Alright, nice game, a really nice game here by the EG team, just winning this by not by a close margin. Definitely not. Definitely not. The mouse here got shot into pieces. Only shooting once, not even connecting the shot. Oh, this is not looking good for Rinky. AG here clearly dominating the battles. And it seems to be it for the first battle already. Alright. It was best of 3 apparently. So, alright. I would like to know how much time I have now. There are probably some minutes before the next games. Alright. I've got to apologize a little bit. I was just, I set up a new studio. If you didn't notice, I moved downstairs again, and now I do have a second monitor, and I got quite late into the tournament stream, doing my best to still collect the information here in the meantime, and filling the time by just rewatching their previous games maybe. But yeah, I get a bit late here from me, as I had a lot of things to set up. And you can actually on the webcam my nose is really shining. You can see that sunburn there. Alright, okay, what maybe I can quickly find the time. Maybe I can just find the time for the next game. That would be nice. Hey everyone, hey Deal for Real, Yamato, Bonsai, Play for Beer. Hey guys. Okay. Yeah, I still have to make some final adjustments here. And it would be nice if I could just see when the next game was starting. Where can I maybe see it? Maybe some of you know that already. I think we probably have to wait for like 15 minutes. If it is a best of 3, then that should be the time here. Well, the laptop cooler also seems to do its job. If you remember my first streams of tournaments, my laptop was overheating all the time. Now I've got an air cooler, I've got a laptop cooler, And also the second display is really helping, I believe, because it's not like, I don't know, MacBook's resolution. It's like 2000 times 3000 pixels or whatever. It's huge. And yeah, if that has to be rendered down to 1080p, then the laptop was really busy. Has to do a lot of work there. And that's not the case anymore, as I'm streaming now from the new monitor. Right, I would like to see where the next games are starting. How can I not see that? Well, alright. Alright. I guess I don't have the chance to find it right now, but I will have a look at the previous games again. Let's move the webcam a little bit. Is it dropping down? I don't know. Never mind. Let's have a look at the previous games again. Maybe I can just analyze a little bit for you here. Oh. Okay, wait a second, wait a second. Where is it? There. Okay. Got it. Okay. Well, I'm a little bit afraid of missing the invite for the next game, as I don't really have a clue how much time it's going to take. But okay, I will quickly have to switch around then. I can maybe just put the... Yeah, I will just put the game on one side and the stream on the other. And there we go. So many windows in front of me now. Good. And I will switch over to the desktop again. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Oh, my nose is really shining there. Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Okay, okay. So what I wanted to mention here is just do we have an overview here maybe? Now look at the mini map here. I hope this would just disappear now. But we are seeing EG just taking insane map control and just moving all the way around there. I will quickly need a tool there to show you a little bit better. Good, now we've got it. Yep, AG here just using their mobility advantage to spot the A side first and then just taking all the damn map. The crans here, they still had to be a little bit careful, but the Vickers over there already got in the spots. I can maybe just quickly pause here. Nope. As you can see, oh, like this, you can see it really well. The Vickers here, first he went passively towards the heavy towards the medium side. Sorry, he went for the medium side here, and he stayed far enough away for getting in the spots, as he does have the view range, while the Winky team did not have any mediums or light tanks. It's a little bit easier to play without any mediums or light tanks, especially if you're playing against a super good team like EG is, as the medium or light will most likely get focus and a few more hit points will maybe come in handy. So for an average team, it actually makes sense to just not go for the Vickers or medium T22 most likely, and just play a little bit more of a safer game. But at the same time, the map control is really an issue here, as this Vickers can get in a lot of spots, and even if he gets counter pushed, he would be able to run away. And if he did not get counter pushed, then he was able to farm. So it's a little bit of a dilemma there for the team that is countering our setup with more mediums or light tanks. If there are too many mediums or light tanks on the field, then it should be quite easy to push in. But Winky also did not really have the information. I mean, those tanks over here, they were kind of isolated. But we did have, I don't know what is beside the mouse there. It's not really visible right now. I believe it is another Kranwagen. Should be another Kranwagen, yeah. But there are 3 crans. No, it was the Ice 4. Actually, it's Ice 4 and the mouse in the middle area. They have a lot of hit points. Those guys remained unspotted for a very long time. So the AMX-50B and the crans here, they got stuck a little bit. They knew that there was this cran over there, but what could they have done? They could have pushed into them. The mouse and the IS-4 were not able to farm as much damage as was needed to take out these 2 guns, probably. If really, like we do have 3 tanks over there and another one over here. So if these 4 tanks just pushed into these 2 guns there, it would take them some time definitely to take them out. But at the same time, there was an E100 and a mouse with a lot of hit points over here to just hold up the mouse and the IS-4. If that means the E100 mouse should have gone for the 2v2 with the mouse IS-4, just face them while the others push into the back there and take out these 2 guns. And then these double crans and the Vickers would be really too far to help a lot there. The Vickers, of course, could move in. It would certainly still be a very close game, but it would have been a good option for Winky to just push into the M60 and the Kran. Although the M60 probably did not get spotted until quite late into the game. Okay, let's see again for the next game. So, here Winky was just waiting it out way too long, getting shot down, losing their hit point advantage, and therefore, yeah, we can see at this point 1k hit point advantage to EG. And well, the hit point advantage was initially the big thing, the big advantage of the Winky's team. EG did have the mobility advantage, and Winky should not have allowed EG to make use of that. Okay. So the push came way too late, and Winky decided to push into the middle there. Which is always quite tricky, as in this case then there were, by this push into the middle, as you could see like over there, I believe, by this push into the middle there were the crans that could shoot through this road, and the M60 and other cran that could shoot from over there. And that was a lot of crossfire that Winky's was not able to handle anymore. Second game then, we had the same thing basically. Or not the same thing, but actually here Winky definitely had a chance to win this. They could have just killed this M60 early on. They could have also killed these double M60 still. It was definitely not too late. The Vickers, of course, would have been annoying on the right side. But yeah, the Vickers was owned. This does not have a tremendous amount of deep preamp. It can be annoying, but if those 4 guys just decided to quickly take out these 2, there was not too much behind to cover them, especially if you push low into the river area, then these 2 are really separated, and the Vickers would have to get really close to really support his teammates. Also, on the other side, it was not really possible to push into the double Kran and the E5 over there. But Rinky just, they had all their forces over here. They just needed to push in, kill these 2, and they would have won the game, but they were afraid to do so, and eventually lost the game by that. The Vickers was able to just shoot the sides, and now EG is even pushing in. EG is pushing in, taking out the mouse for free, basically, because the Ice Force not able to cover him. Also, on the other side, there's Elysium and Correlate also pushing into the mouse. Of course, that was some very bad crossfire for the mouse there. You could not really cover there. I could not hide of that. But, yeah, it was just a missed opportunity to just go for these 2 guys a little bit earlier. Or maybe already go for Anya just a second earlier. Or a minute earlier, as he was still quite alone. Okay. That looks weird. Let's get out of this. Okay. We do not have an invite yet. What? Ah. Okay. Okay, so you gotta get used to playing with, or streaming with 2 monitors. Apparently I'm not able to switch or to move programs from one side to the other while I'm in full screen mode. Yeah, alright. So when's the next game? We do not have the info yet. Still have to wait a minute. It's not 5 minutes of stream delay, it is only 3. And we've got the room invite for the next game. Yeah, only 3 minutes of delay for the stream. That's the minimum that I could do. Yeah, I really couldn't have any less delay there, because otherwise people would be able to just see the lineups and adjust to them. Although now they can already see the lineups. But yeah, 3 minutes is fine. Yeah, that was a little bit sunburned there. One day on a lake, on a boat, and yeah. I should maybe just go for black and white webcam. Yeah, you can't see my ears right now, but yeah, one side. But no, the ears are not as burned as my nose is. Okay, next game actually is against Kraken S. Forgot about the music a little bit. I could just have some background music in the meantime. Okay. EG going with double M60 reverse. I cannot really tell you the lineups yet because it's still going to take a minute until people are readying up. Kraken S, almost ready. Now they are ready. Kraken as a French team. They did get a few players from the Serenity team, as Serenity just went for summer break. So there are a few really strong players on the Kraken S team. Kraken S has been in the game for a long time already, yet not really on top level, but now they teamed up with the Serenity teammates. They're like Spitfires, Alpha, Plat, and that means they've got a lot more experience now than before, and they definitely have a chance to win some games here. Best of 3 still. I thought the finals were now changed to switch to best of 5 format, but it is still a best of 3. That means 2 wins for one team or the other, and the game is taken home. Okay, we do have Kraken S ready. Oh, I should definitely also ready up. Okay, we do have Kraken S here with a Vickers Light tank played by People Jail. I think he was also on Serenity, not sure about that. Never mind. Double M6 show, double IS4, 1 mouse, and a Kran. Kraken S also not deciding to go for too many clippers, while EG and many other top teams at the moment are being super successful with their auto-loader, auto-reloader lineups. And in this case also EG is going for triple Kranwagen, 1 M6 show, a mouse, nice for, and a Vickers Light. On the previous tournaments we've seen some times teams going full heavy, but that seemed to backfire in some cases, as a light tank for some spots and some cross shots, some capping of the bases can be really helpful here. And yet EG will have a tremendous amount of hit points, because the Kranwagen does have like 2.8k hit points. That is actually, that is huge. That is more than an autoloader should possibly have there. Also, it does have a lot of armor. If you don't know, the Kran does have basically the best turret in the game. So yeah, Kran is a very strong tank. M6 also with a fast interclip, super strong at the moment. Also the armor is quite good, yet the DPM is really bad. Alright, 3 seconds left and the game is starting. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Many of these people know each other. EG also having lots of French players, I believe. Oops. There we go. Up, and away. Vineyards, a map that is quite tricky to play, as first of all the B cap mostly gets, or the medium side cap mostly goes faster to the team from the from the south spawn, as they just get a little bit faster into B, but EG not deciding to go for a that quickly at all, heading towards C instantly. We've seen that by the EG team already. These 2 Kranwagens here have the job of covering any possible decaps onto C, yet the Vickers Light decided to not go for it, as there is Hadid spotted in the city area already. Also the mouse, played by Spitfires, moved into the city. That means that the Vickers is going to have some trouble there, and C-cap is well contested. Mostly on the medium side, it's a little bit of a standoff on this map, as it is really tricky to push into the medium side, as there's a lot of open terrain. Yet you can go for some flank through the ruins, as Anya is already doing. And he will get in some crossfire, and sooner or later EG will have to do a move either towards B and stop the cap, which will be super risky, or they will have to take C. They do have a mouse ready for that. Winchellate here just passively holding behind C, waiting and waiting for Kraken S to maybe make a move. But at this point, it is not really looking like Winchellate could do a move to C. At the same time, oh, Alpha getting punished heavily here. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Alpha not that healthy anymore. Lost about half his hit points there. Just getting punished so badly that, yeah, he is a possible weak spot. So he has to be super careful to not get shot from the left side again. Winchellate going for a sneaky shot through the rock here. Not through the rock, but through the little gap in between the rock and the bridge there. Alpha and Brokey here are in big trouble though. They are getting crossfired from multiple different angles. The IS-4 and the mouse in the city at this point quite useless, to be honest. They're not really doing a lot so far. And EG again going for some really good map control. Taking the ruins here, going aggressive with the Kran now. Having the M6 over there and an IS-4 super aggressive just in front of B. He could possibly just get into B sooner or later, because Alpha does not have the hit points to decap. And if he tries to decap, the Vickers, the Kran over there, and also these Krans over here might just punish him for that. But actually Spitfires is going aggressive on Elysium here. And, oh, People Jail got taken out already, but it will be super important now for Kraken S to make this a successful push. Taking out Elysium first. Crowlade is the next one in line. He is separated, yet he does have still a lot of hit points. While on the other side, Alpha and Brokey still are on the field, but very low. And possible weak spots here for the Kraken S team. Also, EG manages to cap the base B, and now having 2 caps against none. 855 points already on the side of EG. 2k hit point advantage here for EG. Cowley going to go down in a second. But still, taking C will not really help Kraken S win this game anymore. As Addictivo is already quite low. He is going to be taken down immediately. And EG is winning by points. Packet loss certainly did not decide over the outcome of the game here. As EG again did a really nice job here at getting the map control, pushing through the ruins there to slowly pincer the enemy team here and not leave any options for them. Okay. Also the Vickers Light there with a really good move to get out of the base early. Not going for the C-cap, not risking it. And just returning to the spawn, rotating out of the danger zone, and yeah, just going for the spots on the ruins. Not necessarily spots, but mostly the information on the crossfire was just important. We've seen that that heavy crossfire onto Alpha in the middle area, where the Vickers probably played also a role. Okay, Kraken ass has to focus now. They cannot allow for any bad trades. But it's not been the trades that cost them the game here. It's been EG going for some slow but very safe move that was just enabling EG to get all the map control and crossfire that was needed to find at least one target that was out of the safety zone. Which was Alpha in this case, and also Brokey a little bit, although they survived for quite long. They did not have the hit points left to do any move anymore. Although that was the thing that was needed. We're going to have a look at it in detail after this game. Or after the encounter here. Okay. Next one. We do have one AMX 50B, triple Kranwagen, one M60 T125, and the Vickers light tank on the side of EG. On the side of Kraken, as we do have one Kran, quadruple E5, double Vickers light. That's an interesting choice there. Double Vickers will probably just head straight into A, go for very quick cap. No, not both going for the cap. That means Brokey will be the one to get in some spots. EG doing the same thing again. Yep. Kraken as now having some really important information. They do know that there's only one Kranwagen on the left side. The Vickers exchanged a shot or traded a shot with the other Vickers here. But that means that Kraken S is going to have the cap advantage. It will be super important for PeopleJ to get out of here. But EG is probably quite free to recap the base A. There is no one from Kraken S to really cover A, except for the double Vickers, and I do not really think that they are able to hold up a lot of heavy tanks if they decide to push into A. Hollow Purple deciding to go for the outer side to not get crossfired. The Vickers here standing on the hill to get in the spots. Hollow Purple going to get spotted soon. Oh, no, actually, the Vickers got spotted first. Okay. The Vickers here still trying to passively hold in the back to maybe get in some decapping shots, but they will not be able to peek into what T125 covered by 50B for too many times. Maybe works 1-2 times, but okay, the E5 missed. E5 missed, and that means the Vickers will get in some more shots there. They do have quite a good position. They do have some crossfire onto A, and Hollow Purple just losing way too many hit points here for this try of capping the base. Do we have disconnect? No, he's just aiming in to go for a safe shot. But Hollow Purple lost a ton of hit points there. It was not possible for the EG team to just punish the Vickers lights. We're saying Bipu, no, Boop, Bobo. Bobo Shy here in the corner. Got shot into pieces. Not much left of him. But EG now deciding to push out these Vickers light tanks as they were just too annoying for them. And they will be able to take the A base now, as the Vickers certainly cannot hold. And that means Kraken S is under a lot of pressure to just quickly make a rotation and get the B cap here, because that's the only option now. Also, of course, I missed this point. They still have to take out 2 guns over there, and then they can take the B cap. But they really... Oh, T125 went down, and yeah, that was not the best push here. He should have maybe just waited for his teammates to move up, so they were like 5 versus 2. But the problem is here that Kraken S is giving up a lot of map control, as this push is just taking way too long. They have to quickly clear out Elysium and then recap the base B. And also C is going to be kept by Winchalet there with his 50B. Ooh, what did I miss here? Vickers light tank on the side of EG got taken down. Brokey now going aggressive on the T125 over here. Will have the kill in a second. If he doesn't miss or bounce this one, it will be tricky to penetrate the E5 in this angle. It's not the Vickers. And that was just some ping issue, I believe. I do not see any ping, but okay. M60 here trying to take out the Vickers, putting in the first shot and putting out the second shot. EG now having 980 points. It was really needed for this Vickers to survive. Oh, that kill just came a fraction of a second too late. Kraken S here not being fast enough to just take out these 2 isolated guns. They did a good job. Definitely, they did a really good job here of holding up the EG team, and they had the right idea of just counter pushing the enemy spawn. The Vickers were doing a really nice job at decapping A, although there was a little bit of a misplay here by Hollow Purple to just stay in the A cap for that long, because the Vickers had a lot of hit point, a lot of GPM there to put into this. And The 50B E5, they missed some shots. The Vickers were able to decap for quite a lot of times. And that was definitely an issue here. Definitely. That the T110 E5 lost that many hit points for free, although it did not cost EG the game. If Kraken S was going a little bit more aggressive, did not lose one tank for nothing, they could have definitely taken home this game. They just needed to take the B base, take out these low hit point tanks on the A side, and they could actually recap A if they managed to clear out the M6. They could have just taken A then. They could have been a really nice option for them to just get A, get B, and yeah, then it would have probably been a win. Okay, where's my game suddenly? Okay. What happened with the nose? Hi Florian. Yeah, some sun. I hoped it wouldn't look all that bad, but there you go. Can't change it now. Okay, I guess we still have like 15 minutes until the next games are starting. So I will just try to analyze the last games a little bit further, as I can just rewatch the stream here, give some more information on what was happening there. Okay. Just gotta find the start of the battle. Okay. Alright. Oh, I messed up a little bit there, but yeah. Kraken S here, just going for the cap with the Vickers Light, mostly going for the C side actually, which is rather uncommon, as teams are mostly heading towards the A-B side and just going for the map control, maybe sending one mouse towards C. In this case it was a mouse and an IS-4, which got to be a little bit of a problem here for Kraken S. At this point it's still looking really good. They got the cap advantage, although AG is going for A and C simultaneously. But the Vickers on the side of EG will quickly drop out of the C cap. Let's wait for the spots. Kran in the middle is spotted, and the M6, which is not on our side right now. IS-4 in the city got spotted. Mouse not spotted actually. No, mouse did not get spotted. But this IS-4 was enough for the Vickers line to just retreat, because it didn't really make sense for him to stay. It really did not make any sense for him to try to cap the C base while there was an IS-4 approaching him. Also there was this Kranwagen here, namely Alpha, who could have some cross shots into C. The IS-4 would have come from the other side, so there was not much space for the Vickers to hide, actually none, and he didn't have the backup. But usually the tactic or the strat here by EG is to just send the Vickers into the base over there. If there is no one in the city area, then EG will just use these double crowns here to punish the one in the middle. If anyone, maybe one or maybe two, are trying to decap C, they will first of all struggle to spot this spot here. And if they want to shoot over there, they have to overpeak like this. And then these crowns will just shoot into them, into the sides. and it will be a bad trade, so it will not be possible to decouple the base. Yet in this case, EG did not get away with it, as Kraken Ass did have 2 tanks in the city. Yet they were not able to do much more from now on. The Vickers was running away, the Mouse was the only one in the city. And there was a little bit of a problem here for the Kraken S team, as the Mouse and the Ice Form were both out of the fight for basically the rest of the game. They were just standing in the city over there and not really being able to do anything. They did not want to push into one Mouse because it would have taken them way too long. Also, they would have probably taken some cross shots by the Krans over there, and it would have allowed EG to just counter push the B side here, which they did anyway. But yeah, if they had the information of the Mouse and the Ice for pushing into their Mouse, they had a lot of time to just take the map control on the other side and quickly punish everyone else, because they were for sure an 8 tank advantage. So maybe the best would have been to either they could not really cap C. They could have tried to center. Maybe they actually thought about sending the IS-4 into C. But there were double Krans, and for making use of this, or for surviving this scenario, these Krans would have to be crossfired all the time, and Alpha got shot into pieces. Brokey, also an IS-4, does not have the clip. He did not have the option to just put out too much damage. Also, the Mouse was spotted over there, so there was a lot of crossfire. If the IS-4 on the side of Kraken S maybe decided to go for a cap here, then there were double Krans and a Mouse punishing him for that, so would have been a super risky option. Therefore maybe rotating the IS-4 out of the city would have been a nice idea, to just go back into the spawn, basically like over there, and support the teammates as they got pushed onto. But that also left Brokey in the open there. Brokey was a possible weak spot, definitely. Yeah, we are seeing these double Krans here now overpeaking, trying to punish Brokey over there. Alpha already lost a lot of hit points. And we are seeing that these two guys here, Brokey and Alpha, are constantly under a lot of pressure, and they are getting shot from lots of different angles. It's super hard for them to hide anywhere. And EG already going more aggressive in the ruins now, and that sealed the deal. At this point, we do have the Mouse and the Ice Force still out of the fight, as they are facing only one Mouse. That means 2v1 over here, which is kind of useless as it is a Mouse tank, while on the other side there are 5 tanks against 6. And these 2 Krans do have crossfire into here. The IS-4 does have crossfire into here. The M6 here possibly also, but also he does have crossfire over there. And you can see these tanks really struggle here. They do not really have a lot of options to hide in, as crossfire is so bad for them here. It's yeah, basically lost already at this point. And that's what happens. That's exactly what happens. EG just putting in some more pressure. Yep. Now the IS-4. No, it's not the IS-4 from the city. Kraken has still managed to counter push the double Krans there, but they just got dragged out of the fight. Okay, let's maybe have a look at the next game, because that was quite a clear win here. Yeah, that's the next one. Okay, what happened here? The Vickers going for an aggressive spot on this side. Again, EG basically going for the same strat, not sending a Mouse into the city this time, just using a Kran over there to make it less predictable maybe. Also, they have a 50B camping in the spawn. Well, yeah, already said already. T1 10e5 here, just trying to go for the cap, did a misplay by just staying in there for so long. Yeah, EG knew that there were only 2 vicars. If they just sent one more tank aggressive into the enemy spawn, like on the red line over there, so Alpha would not have been able to shoot into them. If they just sent the M60 and the 50B, maybe towards the left side, then the Vickers would not have been able to peek anymore and the E5 could just take the A base. But he just lost way too many hit points as EG was not really going for it. It was still taking a lot of time for EG to realize what was the best option here. Hollow Purple just losing hit points, and that was definitely not the best thing to do for him. It just took way too long. Yep, he just lost almost all his hit points. That's... Yeah, he should have just retweeted. That was just maybe sticking to the call for too long. But EG still won this in the end. Kraken as at this point having 500 hit points more, having double caps. And one of the EG team is a one-shot. At this point though, the Vicars really needed to run away because it wouldn't take too long until EG would realize their advantage on the A side. And these Vicars clearly can't expect to decap forever. Yeah, there we are seeing the rotation of the Vicars. And Spitfires is speed boosting to help in the corner. There's this control bar in front a little bit, but there are still 2 tanks from the EG team. And now all that was needed was just the whole Kraken-ass team to just go change the sides. They could just push in and then take out the guns in the corner. 3 tanks would have definitely been enough for that, maybe 4 tanks. But they sent in 5 tanks over there. One of them was low already. They could have just... That cost them some time. So if they just went in with 4 tanks, did not lose any tanks. Oh, my free camp skills are awesome. Okay, the E5 here is going down for nothing basically. He's the first one to get down. He should have survived for a little bit longer. But yeah, maybe someone could have already tried to contest the B cap here. If that was the case, then yep, Kraken-ass would now have a gun advantage. They should not have lost a tank there for taking out these 2 very isolated tanks. And they would have the double caps again. Also, yeah, here it is kinda obvious that Winchellite is going to be able to take C. But Brokey maybe should just stay in B. Take the base. And then Noki can take out Hollow Purple, but then he needs to get out of there. He goes for another shot. Yeah, that was kind of laggy there. As we see in a second. Just what was happening there? It was actually, it was not Brokey, it was People Jail taking out the E5. But yeah, Brokey probably had something issues there. Did not get out of there. Going for another shot instead of hiding, also kind of risky. If People Jail just now managed to take out Shock, okay, it's just too late. It's just too late. The bad timing there on the side of Kraken-ass, to be honest. Here and there some issues. Like losing a tank, being a little bit late on the rotation there. And they could have definitely... they could have definitely won this one. By now, yeah. If they just managed to take back B and A here. Well, the next game is awaiting us. Okay. On the next one, we will meet Kraken S again. Again, it's EG, as we are following EG all day or all evening tonight. But we are facing Kraken S again. That's kind of funny, but it's it's not impossible, because previous game was the final, so Kraken S probably just lost. They won the last game. No. They just played against EG. How can they play again now? That's weird. Ah, they had another game. They just had another game that apparently it immediately started. And they won against Winky there on the lower bracket. And now they will face EG again. Yeah. As this is the upper bracket and the grand final, the lower bracket finals also were just played, and the winner got to the upper bracket again. That's the usual system there on these wargaming tournaments. Alright. Maybe I can show you a few things about the setup already. Not really. Teams are still readying up. And they still have 2 minutes. New Bay, actually our next map here. Which means that, well, most likely... Oh, and it's a best of 5, by the way. Most likely bridges are going to be contested. Mostly this map is won over the bridges. Yet not always teams are going for it. It's not like bridges were the only option. Yeah, it is the easiest option to just go hull down on the bridges there. And then just, maybe hold the city base, and you can still take the city base later while going for some map control over the medium side there. Another option would be to just push the park, yet, although this allows for some double caps, it is super hard to play the park side there, as you really struggle with getting crossfired from many different angles. And if you decide to still go for some map control while having the park area, well, then you will have to split up quite a lot. Not impossible though, it also works sometimes. Okay, we have our teams readied up. EG with a mouse, triple Kranwagen, double M6 and IS-4, no mediums or light tanks. For Kraken S we do have one Vickers, double Kranwagen, double T125, an IS-4 and a mouse tank. That means EG is going to have some hit point advantage. Kraken S is going to have the mobility advantage. Yet I wouldn't be too sure if it is that important on this map to have some more mobility. Of course, for taking A, the Vickers is far more helpful than any other tank, because it can just spot A and get out of there as soon as he faces some enemies. Well, let's see if that's actually going to happen. Let's go a little bit faster here. Teams actually do have some good setups to just contest the bridges, as they do have a lot of hull down tanks. But yeah, we are seeing... Nope, no bait. Krans just going for the bridges. Winchalet actually the one to get into A here. But he will be out of the fight for quite a long time. if the Kraken S team is decisive enough to maybe just... they can't really push in yet. They still have a mouse in the middle area, although he's facing a mouse. Double Crown spotted in the back here. That means Kraken S will have a huge advantage on the bridge area. And the question is whether they are able to make use of it. They just could possibly just push through and just outbrawl the EG team on this side. They have to be fast though. They really have to be fast, and they can clear these M6 shows. They are possibly the best option to push into. The Kran also quite far in the open. The Kran would not be able to just drop down that easily. But now the other Krans already moved in, and Kraken S did not see this opportunity. They missed their chance, and now... Ooh, let's not get stuck here. Now they do have Ringelate proxy spotting them just below them. Brokey also a little bit in a tricky position here. He is going quite aggressive, and he does have a lot of tanks surrounding him now. Especially these autoloaders that can easily outtrade the IS-4 there are a little bit of a problem, or not to say a big problem for Brokey here, because they can just overpeak and just kill Brokey there with a few shots without the IS-4's armor really helping a lot. And the first one on the side of Kraken S went down. It is Brokey and also Shogun that are taking out already. Bobo Shy here, low on hit points, facing the mouse tank. Platt not really able to find Shoko here, as Shoko just managed to drop down and still puts in some cross shots into Platt. And only 3 guns left for Kraken S. That was definitely a missed opportunity. They had a tank advantage on the bridge area, yet they decided to go for the IS-4, which was below, which was out of the fight. The IS-4 would not have been able to help anyone on top of the bridges. He would have been way too slow, not had the DPM or clip to really be that dangerous. I think Kraken S could have just ignored him there. Yeah, not many more tanks left for Kraken S, only 2 guns. That's just a matter of time until they are dead. Kraken S had almost all their team on the bridges. Only the mouse in the middle would show us facing the other mouse. The Vickers spotted the Krans and rotated towards the A side again. That means Kraken S did have a tank advantage of 5 tanks against 4 on the bridges, while yeah, the IS-4 was already also below the bridges. That means only 3 tanks were basically up on the bridges or behind the bridges on the side of EG. And Kraken S just needed to go for it. People Jail here only hitting 1 shot, maybe going a little bit too aggressive there. I cannot judge on that. Yeah, it's just all about the speed in so many cases. The speed is that really decides over the outcomes of the games, as the decisions that are winning games are often also found by the, yeah, let's say not the best teams, but by the strong teams in the lower part of the top 8 or upper part of top 16. They do know what to do, but often they are just a little bit late. And they are hesitating, especially against good teams. They do not want to do any mistake. They do not want to push in somewhere where they can't really push in. And that's the biggest problem there. That's the biggest problem for teams like Kraken S, as they just don't have the experience to have the confidence of making a push on time. AG, on the other hand, having lots of experience already. One of those teams that rarely ever split up in the previous seasons. EG going with a similar setup again. 1 mouse, triple Kran, double M60 and an IS-4. Kraken is now deciding to go for some more mobility. Not mobility, but some more hit points, I mean. And Kraken S now having double mouses on the field. One M60 double crowns, an IS-4, and a Vickers Light. They kill Rams. Somebody maybe not on voice chat or muted. Okay. Okay, apparently the plan from the EG team is kind of the same, to just push below the bridges with their IS-4, as they already told us on the chat. And yeah, Kraken Ass going aggressively with 5 tanks towards the bridges. One mouse heading towards B, but oh damn. The Vickers, it's actually the Vickers capping the base. That means Kraken S is going to have a cap advantage, yet AG will have tank advantage over here maybe. Is there still someone in the city area? Yeah. But the Vickers would have to do something now that is useful and does not get him in danger. Kraken S going aggressive here. The Vickers on the other side could maybe just go for the cap or try to get behind the EG team to help them. Lots of shots flying in from all these autoloaders. Yeah, focus fire on Elysium here. And Elysium just manages to get through the Kraken S team. Chops down. What a sneaky move. What a sneaky move to just chop behind the Kraken S team. And actually it's Alpha, the first one to get killed. But also EG lost one gun. It's all about the focus fire here. Hit points on the side of EG from the start on. The Vickers now getting into the back of the EG team. But he's still quite far away. But he can kill Bobo Shy. Cowley going down. It is 2 versus 2 on this bridge here. The M60 though is on a reload, having super bad DPM. Hit points 2k in the favor of the EG team now. Kraken S really struggling to clear out some guns. Elysium still alive. He was the first one to get focused, and it was definitely super helpful for EG that Elysium did not get killed yet. As he's down, and Kraken S does not want to give up the height advantage, which is a good thing. Yet they need this one kill. They really need this kill of Elysium, otherwise they'd have 0 chances of winning this one. But it does not look like they were able to get him. Platt here going down. There he goes. And it's not many more tanks on the field for Kraken S. Only 2 tanks left. The Vickers here not really paying off. The Vickers, come on. The Vickers gave Kraken the mobility advantage. They could take the cap B. They could have maybe taken C. But as they were going aggressive at the same time, they did not really have the option to just go for a slow game and go for the caps. If the ones on the bridges maybe held back a little bit, who knows, maybe the Vickers could have taken both caps and put some more pressure onto the EG team. If the Vickers was able to get behind the EG team faster, into the enemy spawn basically, then it would have also been an option for the Vickers to just farm a lot of damage. And actually he did 4k damage there on the side of the Vickers Light. But it's a best of 5. I think one of those guys from Kraken S just missed that point already, thinking that he would just that they were just losing already. But it is a best of 5 this time. That means we will see at least one more game. Depends whether AG will actually be able to win again. I've got to acknowledge that many of these games are kind of close here for Kraken S, and with 1 or 2 fine adjustments, they could have actually maybe won those games. It was just about the timing. Yeah, some mistakes here and there that they would have to get rid of for going for a high ranking on this tournament. But EG, it is like one of the best teams on the EU server at the moment. Only Loka having a similar ranking or skill level as the EG team at this point. Other teams are just lagging behind a little bit by doing some more mistakes here and there. And they will have to get rid of those in order to beat AG or Loka in the finals then. But it's not the top 4 yet. We are still at early stages here of this tournament. It's still the qualification for the professional tournament then. That will just start in a few weeks, I guess. For Despair now. EG going with one IS-4, double crown, double M60, a mouse and a T125. Again, no mediums or light tanks on the field for the EG team. Kraken S on the other side, having double IS-4, double crown, one mouse, or it's triple crown and a T125. Okay, and EG mostly heading towards A, as it looks like. As they are all speed boosting, they will probably just go for the middle aggressively, take the B cap, make sure that no one is going to decap them. On the other side we have Kraken S just going for C. They will be able to take the C base, don't have any decaps on B, but they are set up for A decaps there. I do have all these tanks in the spawn to just decap the A base whenever anyone is going to drop into it. EG not going for the B cap yet, but it won't take long. They are surprisingly passive over there, concerning the fact that there's not really a lot in front of them. These crowns, of course, they are, yeah, somewhat in front of them, but yep, there goes the mouse into the B cap. And Kraken S will probably not have much to decap him. The Kranwagen connecting his first shot, but he only has a small angle and he will get pushed on too soon, and he only has 3 shots here. The crowns of the EG team going super aggressive to punish Erdit here, who is not going to get away from this position. Bobo Shy here going for the cross shots from the side. And Erdit is definitely trapped in place there, not having any options left. That's the biggest issue of this position. It is good for spotting A, decapping B maybe, but also you are trapped, and if you don't get away, then your teammates will have to do something, which is the case right now. Kraken S just dropping in to maybe counter push the M60 and the Krans here, as they do know that they do not have a lot of DPM, but they are maybe a little bit too late here. Hit points highly in the favor of EG now. Kraken S just being too slow on this rotation. If they would have done this earlier, they definitely had a chance for this. But that was just too late. Orca being killed. But look at the positions here by the Kraken S team. They are all in one spot, not having any map control anymore. EG having a lot of cross shots, but it's still kind of close. Only one gun advantage on the side of EG. Kraken S manages to take out another one, but they have 2 one-shots. One of them just got deleted. Mouse not too healthy anymore, but the M60 is going to be a problem here if Kraken S does want to have any chance of still turning this game around. The Kran here, still the one to get focused, but it's a 2 versus 4. Still EG playing with ping and winning the game. Plant now the last one against 4 tanks. Tries to get in some last damage, some last kill shot maybe on Correlate, but there's nothing that he can do. EG again, finding the weak spot here, going a little bit more passive than expected in the beginning, as they were basically free to take the B cap, yet they just waited for the mouse to move up, and then moved in, and found the weak spot of the Kraken S team immediately, and just killed Ardit, who also bounced some shots here. I guess those were on the mouse for trying to decap. Alright. Okay. Interesting games here. Again, Kraken S just having a chance to win, being too late. The timing is really what cost them a lot of games here. Timing and clean play, the confidence to push in when it was needed. Okay, let's maybe still rewatch some of that. I think this might have actually been it for live games today. Maybe at 30 there's going to be another one. So in 10 minutes, or I don't know. So we're just going to rewatch some of these games here. Although I believe it's probably over. Okay, give me a second to find the battles. Also, as it's getting darker, I can finally just turn down the lighting a little bit. Okay. We do have a first game on New Bay here. Let me just find the start. There we go. Well, on this one, Kraken has just went for the bridges. AG went for the bridges, but we are already seeing... Can I just... 5 seconds? Okay, that's maybe... not enough. Yeah, like this. We are seeing already what is going to happen here. EG does have 2 M60s over there. They are just waiting passively. They will send this Kranwagen to this ramp. That means there are only 3 tanks in total on these ramps here. The IS-4 will be out of the fight for a very long time. On the other side we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks from Kraken S over there. They could just push over these bridges like this and clear those tanks over there in the later game as soon as they had the information, because there was one mouse facing the other mouse, and those 2 Krans were out of the fight for a very long time because Krans are not the fastest tanks. Also, they do not have the highest DPM, so if you get an advantage early on, then yeah, it will definitely help a lot here. And actually, the Krans on the side of EG are going to get spotted right now. Now they are spotted, and the Vickers is moving out of the city area. People Jail rotating towards A, and here Kraken S should have just pushed in. They could have just ignored the IS-4 below the bridges. They could have cleared Well, these M6 they could just go like this and get below the bridges to be safe. Anya, though, could have, of course, he could have dropped down. But if Kraken Ass went aggressive enough, then this Kran would have definitely not survived this. And then Kraken Ass could have decided what to do next. Although their positions were not too perfect, they could have taken out one gun. They could have the height advantage over there on the bridges and decide what to do next. Would have definitely been a huge option there. But they didn't do so. They tried to... We could already just see the Kranwagen on the side of EG speed boosting towards the middle, because EG was aware that they had this disadvantage on the bridges. What is Kraken S doing though? I said they can't just use a free cam to fly around anymore, as it's just a playback on YouTube. But they are going for the IS-4, and the IS-4 is just a healthy tank with no DPM, no clip, and in a bad position also. Alpha is the only one to push forward here on the bridges. Now Shogun also going in. Brokey putting himself in a very bad position over there. He should have just gone more aggressive together with Alpha and the other ones, instead of going for the middle of the bridges where anyone could shoot him. I guess he's just shooting the Kran over there, but yeah, was just taking way too long here. And still, this mouse is being a little bit passive. If the Spitfires weren't a bit more aggressive, he could have tried to block the Kran and the mouse from going up. But now Spitfires is out of the fight, as you can see here. EG just ignoring the mouse on the side of Kraken S, which is now just slightly out of the picture. Over there, there's the mouse. And EG just ignored him. Moved up to kill Brokey, who got himself into a bad position. Yeah, that was definitely a big misplay. Platt also still low. I don't know what he was even shooting. Maybe he was trying to get in some shots on Rincholate. Also Adit moving down to shoot Rincholate while there's no one else shooting him. If they all just moved up, there were so many tanks in front of them that they could have shot down. Like this, Alpha get a little bit aggressive, but not really putting in a lot of shots so far. And actually, Shokushire also already got lost a lot of hit points. I don't know where he went at this point. Maybe he's on the right side there. We will see in a second. But yeah, Kraken S definitely had the tank advantage over there. They could have just moved in. Yet they didn't do so. Now the mouse is out of the fight. He should have just taken some hits by the Kran, because after the Kran shot a clip, he does have really bad DPM, and that would have maybe cost the mouse some hit points, but that's what the mouse is used for. Kraken as here just missing the point of pushing in for too long. Platt still going to try some shielding, but there's a mouse, a full mouse now in front of him, and he can't do anything anymore. At this point the game is just lost here for Kraken. There's nothing that they could still do. They still have the IS-4 behind them, which they focused on too. And the IS-4 didn't even lose a mentionable amount of hit points, while Brokey already got deleted. Shogun got deleted. And EG is able to retake the bridge area, only having the mouse behind, but that's not really that helpful anymore. Platt moved out of the danger zone, but now Kraken S is just splitting up, not having any hit points anymore. And yeah, not having any chance of winning the game anymore. Alright, next one. Kraken S again going aggressive on the bridges, a little bit more aggressive than on the last time. But we've seen on the chat early on that EG kind of expected this and therefore sent a lot of tanks to the bridges. So they had 3 tanks on the right bridge over here and another 2 tanks on the left bridge, and all of them are clippers. That means any push would have just, yeah, ended with a bad crossfire and, yeah, losing a ton of hit points. Windchillate again going below the bridges to just pincer Kraken S from behind. Kraken S, they are moving in. I've got to acknowledge this. They are moving in, but again, the IS-4 on the side of EG is much faster doing this because they expected Kraken S already to go in, and the IS-4 is faster behind the team of Kraken S. As you can see here on the minimap, the IS-4 already moved all the way through. All the way through. While Kraken S did not even reach the top of the bridges yet. Now they are on the top, still somehow hesitating to push in. The mouse taking some shots, which is just perfect. Focus fire not too perfect here. Yeah, some shots not hitting the focus target here. Elysium now. What would have been perfect in this position or in this scenario would have been if Shogun just moved back and just tried to block Elysium from going forward. Yet Shogun just tried to cover himself or let some micro play, some high level critique there. But that could have actually made a difference. But alright, at this point, again, it's already lost. The Vickers got into the back now, but he was just a little bit too late. And he could not really do a lot of stuff there. He was busy capping up the B base. And the mouse was also behind B on the side of Kraken S and just had to move up into the middle. While Kraken S did have a tank disadvantage on the bridge area here. Did they? Yeah, they had 2 tanks in the city, and EG only had their mouse in the city area. And yep, the rest is just focus fire. It's still somewhat close, but 2k hit point advantage to EG again, like on basically every game that we've seen here today. Yeah, and also we just still had an M6 on the field for Kraken S, which was in the middle of everything, and an M6 is only good as a passive supporter, not in the middle of the fight. Let's have a look at the last game. Those guys being responsible for the BD cap not being too helpful here, but here it was about the timing. First of all, yeah, EG still hesitating a little bit to drop into B or just waiting. I don't know if the mouse kept moving or if he stopped, but he could have definitely just dropped into B straight away. Maybe, of course, there was this mouse and the crans on the left side. Maybe, yeah, he was hesitating a little bit, not being too sure. It's a hollow purple. He did not want to get deleted in a cap again, as happened on the vineyards already. But now he moves into the cap, and Adit is the only one to get in some decapping shots. But we are seeing already here the Kran and the M6 on the left side. They are supported by one more tank, which is a T125 in the corner, I believe. They can now just go aggressive and pincer Adit here. Yeah, Kraken S does not really have the response for that. Of course, there is an IS-4 isolated over there, which is facing 3 tanks still to this point. Have a look at the minimap. Really pay attention to the minimap here. These guys, now they are moving. Now they are moving after EG already moved so far into the push here. They did not push out this guy and they did not retreat. They just needed way too long to move in here. And yeah, now Aldit is about to go down, and that's when just when the others arrive here. It's just yeah. Now they are pushing in into a 3 versus 4. Well, of course they could still clear Elysium, but then there were still 3 guns in the middle of 3 others. Alpha already losing like almost all his hit points here. It was actually 3 versus 5. With People Gel still being on the left side. No, it was, oh, yeah, it was 4 versus 4 then. But, because it was on the side of Kraken S. And the tanks are just going down. Well, 8 points, actually still kind of close. But the positions are just what make Kraken S lose now. I mean, the guns are somewhat close also. Also, these Krans, they are reloading their shots, so they do not have any DPM. And one of them is low already. Problem is, People Jail over there is really low already. He's a 2-shot at this point. And wait, where's the other one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 5th tank? Is he still between them? Ah, yeah, they are all 3 over there. So what they just needed to do at this point was just move out here to get some better map control, move away from the Winchellate, try to kill Bobo Shy as quickly as possible, then go for either Winchellate or Correlate. Or, nah, they could not really move over to this side. But this mouse just needed to keep those tanks busy for as long as possible. And at the same time, Kraken S really needed to win this side, which was tricky, of course, because they had a 2-shot over there, which is the IS-4. Maybe in FaceHack, the IS-4 against the other IS-4 could have survived for some time. But yeah, not easy. Definitely not easy for Kraken S here. And also on the other side, we are seeing Shock really not hesitating to move in. And Kraken S is actually going for this push. Yet, what is going to happen now? Well, Brokey not surviving for any longer. Yep. Well, training pass off, I believe. Okay. I guess that's it for today's games. I hope you enjoyed. Last game was the grand finals. There are no invites coming anymore. So, yeah, I will try my best to be a little bit better prepared for the next time also in terms of just the information about the tournament and the times. I was just really busy with setting everything up today, like the new studio basically for streaming. It was a long day, but I gave my best to still make this tournament enjoyable. And also, now with a new monitor and the air cooler, it is 1080p 60 frames per second at highest graphic settings of the game. And I'm quite happy to see that this is possible now. And it's definitely because this tells me that it's not about the laptop, but just about the cooler and the display. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. Although I was a little bit tired, and yeah, I was still at it. But yeah, next time hopefully in better conditions, under better conditions. And if you did enjoy the stream, don't forget to put a little thumb up. Maybe I'm still going to have some coffee and going for a late night stream. As you're still watching, it's probably... Oh, where's my... It's probably the typical people watching at this point. Alright. Have a good night then. Maybe see you later. Enjoy your evening and see you on the next stream.